They love you? Scientists finally have the answer. Have you ever looked into your cat's eyes and wondered what was really going on inside its mind? Maybe your cat follows you everywhere, waits outside the bathroom door, curls up beside you while you sleep, or stares at you in complete silence. It almost feels like love. But then, the very next moment, your cat walks away as if you don't exist. So which is it? Does your cat truly love you, or are you simply the human who provides food? For decades, scientists believed cats were emotionally distant animals, independent creatures that tolerated humans rather than forming genuine emotional bonds. But over the last several years, everything has changed. Groundbreaking discoveries in feline psychology, animal behavior, and neuroscience have revealed something that millions of cat owners never expected. Your cat may actually love you, just not in the way humans or even dogs express love. In fact, many of the behaviors people dismiss as random, confusing, or even rude may secretly be your cat's way of saying, "I trust you." And for a cat, trust may be the purest form of love. But before we reveal what scientists discovered, you first need to understand one important fact. Cats don't think like dogs, and they definitely don't think like humans. They experience the world in an entirely different way. Once you understand that difference, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. If you've ever shared your home with a cat, you've probably noticed something strange. Sometimes your cat refuses to leave your side. It follows you from room to room, sleeps next to you, greets you at the door, and quietly watches everything you do. Then, without warning, the same cat disappears for hours, ignores your calls, avoids being touched, and acts as if you don't even exist. It's confusing, and for many owners, it creates one painful question. Does my cat actually care about me? The answer isn't as simple as yes or no, because most people judge cats using human expectations, or they compare them to dogs, and that's where the misunderstanding begins. Dogs evolved to survive in highly social packs. Their survival depended on constant cooperation. Cats evolved very differently. Their wild ancestors hunted alone, protected territory alone, and survived by making careful decisions about who and what they could trust. That instinct still lives inside every domestic cat today, which means cats don't hand out trust easily. They earn it, and they give it only to those who consistently make them feel safe. That's why understanding cat love begins with understanding one powerful emotion, not happiness, not excitement, but security. Because to a cat, feeling safe is everything, and the person who creates that feeling becomes incredibly important. This brings us to one of the biggest breakthroughs in modern feline science. For years, many experts believed cats were too independent to form deep emotional attachments with humans. Then researchers decided to test that idea. Using a behavioral experiment known as the secure base test, scientists observed how cats reacted when separated from and reunited with their owners. The results surprised almost everyone. Many cats became noticeably less confident when their owner left the room. Some hesitated to explore. Others became more cautious. But when their trusted human returned, everything changed. The cats relaxed. Their curiosity returned, and they began exploring the environment again. In psychology, this is called secure attachment. It's the same pattern commonly seen between young children and their caregivers. The trusted person becomes a safe base from which the individual feels comfortable exploring the world. Think about that for a moment. Your cat may not simply recognize you. Your cat may actually see you as its emotional safe place. That's a remarkable discovery, especially for an animal once believed to be emotionally detached. But here's something even more fascinating. Not every cat expresses that attachment in the same way. Some cats are affectionate. Others are incredibly subtle, which means your cat could be showing love every single day without you ever realizing it. We'll uncover the hidden language of feline affection. You'll discover why slow blinking, head bunting, purring, following you around the house, and even quietly sitting near you may all be powerful signs that your cat feels something much deeper than simple dependence. Because once you learn how cats communicate love, you'll begin noticing messages that have been hiding in plain sight all along. So, how does a creature that rarely speaks, rarely smiles, and often enjoys its own space tell someone, "I love you"? The answer is surprisingly simple. Cats don't express love through words. They express it through trust. And once you understand their language, you'll realize they've probably been communicating with you all along. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood behaviors of all, the slow blink. Have you ever noticed your cat looking directly into your eyes, then slowly closing them before opening them again? To most people, it looks meaningless. But to feline behavior experts, it's one of the strongest signs of trust a cat can offer. In the wild, a cat never closes its eyes around something it believes is dangerous. Doing so leaves it vulnerable, even if only for a moment. So when your cat slowly blinks at you, it's silently saying, "I know you're not a threat. I feel completely safe with you." Researchers have even found that when humans slowly blink back at their cats, many cats respond positively and are more likely to approach. It's a simple gesture, yet it may be one of the closest things cats have to a smile. But that's only the beginning. Now think about the last time your cat walked up to you, then gently rubbed its head, cheeks, or body against your legs. Most people think their cat is simply asking for food or attention, but there's something much deeper happening. Cats have special scent glands around their cheeks, forehead, and chin. When they rub against you, they leave behind tiny chemical signals called pheromones. These pheromones mark people and places that feel familiar, safe, and important. In other words, your cat isn't claiming ownership over you. It's including you in its trusted world. You're part of its family. You're part of its safe territory. That's an extraordinary compliment from an animal known for being selective about trust. Then there's the sound every cat owner knows, the purr. For years, people believed cats only purred when they were happy. Today, scientists know it's far more complex. Cats also purr when they're frightened, when they're recovering from injuries, and even when they're trying to comfort themselves. So does purring always mean love? Not necessarily. Context matters. If your cat is purring while lying comfortably beside you, needing a blanket, slowly blinking, or resting peacefully in your lap, those behaviors together strongly suggest emotional comfort and contentment. Some researchers even believe the low-frequency vibrations of purring may help cats relax and recover from stress. Think about that. Your presence may actually help your cat feel calmer. And that feeling of safety is one of the deepest emotional connections any animal can experience. Now here's a behavior almost every cat owner has experienced. Your cat follows you everywhere. Into the kitchen, down the hallway, to the bedroom, sometimes even to the bathroom. It can feel funny, sometimes even a little annoying. But why does your cat do it? Yes, sometimes it's hoping for food. But many behavior specialists believe there's another explanation. Cats often stay close to the people they trust most. You're part of their daily routine. Your movements are predictable. Your voice is familiar. Your presence is reassuring. Unlike dogs, cats don't always need constant physical contact. Often they simply want to know where you are. Scientists call this social proximity. It's the desire to remain near someone important, even without direct interaction. So if your cat quietly follows you, then lies down nearby without demanding attention, that may be one of its strongest expressions of affection. It's choosing your company, not because it has to, but because it wants to. Of course, not every behavior should be interpreted as love. Sometimes changes in behavior can be your cat's way of asking for help. If a normally friendly cat suddenly hides all day, stops eating, avoids everyone, becomes unusually aggressive, or begins vocalizing much more than usual. These could be warning signs of stress, anxiety, pain, or illness. Cats evolved to hide weakness because, in the wild, showing pain could make them vulnerable to predators. That's why even small behavioral changes deserve attention. Never assume your cat is just being moody. If unusual behaviors continue for more than a day or two, or are accompanied by loss of appetite, lethargy, or other concerning symptoms, a visit to your veterinarian is the safest choice. Understanding the difference between affection and distress is one of the greatest gifts you can give your cat. Because true love isn't just recognizing happy moments. It's recognizing when your companion needs help. But here's the most surprising discovery of all. What if the greatest sign of your cat's love isn't something it does? It's something it chooses? In the final part, we'll reveal why your cat's quiet presence may be the strongest declaration of love it can ever give, and why millions of cat owners have been overlooking it every single day. The bond that changes everything. So, what is the greatest sign that your cat truly loves you? It isn't expensive gifts. It isn't dramatic excitement. It isn't even constant cuddling. It's something much quieter. Your cat chooses you. Every single day, your cat makes hundreds of small decisions. Where to sleep, who to sit beside, whose voice to respond to, who to trust. And when your cat repeatedly chooses you, that decision carries far more meaning than most people realize. Remember, cats are naturally cautious animals. Unlike highly social pack animals, they don't seek companionship from everyone they meet. They build relationships slowly, carefully. And once that trust is earned, it becomes incredibly valuable. That's why the strongest expression of feline love isn't blind obedience. It's voluntary trust. When your cat curls up beside you while sleeping, it's choosing to become vulnerable in your presence. Sleep is when a cat is least able to defend itself. By resting near you, your cat is silently saying, "I believe I'm safe here." That level of trust isn't given lightly. It's earned over countless positive experiences. The same is true when your cat greets you at the door. Not every cat will do this, but many do. They've learned your daily routine. They recognize the sound of your footsteps, the rhythm of your voice, even the unique way you open the front door. Long before you see your cat often knows you've arrived. And that quiet welcome isn't just curiosity, it's recognition. It's familiarity. And for many cats, it's happiness. So, how can you strengthen this incredible bond even further? The answer isn't buying more toys or showering your cat with constant attention. In fact, too much attention can sometimes have the opposite effect. Cats value choice. The healthiest relationships are built on respect. Allow your cat to initiate affection whenever possible. If it walks away, let it. If it comes to you, welcome it calmly. Create predictable routines for meals and playtime. Spend a few minutes every day using interactive toys that encourage natural hunting behaviors. Speak in a calm voice. Move gently. Respect your cat's personal space. Every positive interaction becomes another reason for your cat to trust you. And trust over time becomes affection. Here's something extraordinary that scientists continue to discover. Your cat isn't constantly judging how much food you provide. It's learning who you are, your routines, your habits, your emotions. Studies suggest that cats can recognize their owner's voice, distinguish familiar scents, and even respond differently to human facial expressions and emotional states. In other words, your cat notices far more about you than you probably notice about it. While you think you're observing your cat has been quietly studying you all along. And that's what makes this relationship so remarkable. It's built through thousands of tiny moments that seem ordinary, but together create lifelong trust. So, does your cat actually love you? According to modern science, the answer is yes, but not in the way humans usually expect. Cats don't express love with dramatic displays. They express it through trust, through comfort, through routine. through quiet companionship. Every slow blink, every gentle head bunt, every peaceful purr. Every moment your cat follows you from one room to another, every nap taken beside you. These aren't random behaviors. They're pieces of a language that has evolved over thousands of years. A language built not on excitement, but on safety. And perhaps that's what makes a cat's love so special. It's never forced. It can never be bought. It can't be demanded. It has to be earned. Which means, if your cat has chosen to trust you, you've already received one of the greatest compliments a cat can ever give. So the next time your cat quietly curls up beside you, or looks into your eyes before giving you a slow, peaceful blink, pause for just a moment, because your cat may be telling you something it can't say with words. You're my safe place. And maybe that's what love has looked like all along. If this video changed the way you see your cat, let us know in the comments. What's one behavior your cat does that now makes a lot more sense? And if you enjoy discovering the hidden psychology behind feline behavior, make sure to subscribe to Cat Mind Code, because the more scientists learn about cats, the more incredible they become. And chances are, your cat still has many more secrets waiting to be discovered.